Hello friends, my name is Dan Razumov, and there you see myself and my beautiful family there. And just so you know who I am, and since you're on this page, it's most likely that you are utilizing Google Hangouts in some shape or form, or you're either doing them yourself, or you're sending traffic to Google Hangouts for your team, or you're interested in doing Google Hangouts. No matter what the reason is, what I want to show you here today is how you can utilize my plugin to make a Google Hangouts very simple in the way that you present them to people. Whether it's your own or your team's, there's a very simple way to do that now because of the plugin that you're about to discover. Now, before we do that, let me take literally 1 minute and go over why it is crucially important that you actually host these Hangouts on your own page versus a replicated website for your team or Google or YouTube or anything else. So number one is crucially important is instant credibility. Now whether you're doing the Hangouts yourself or you're hosting a Hangout that is done by your team leader, it is incredibly important that you do this on your own page. It automatically grants you that credibility in the eyes of the visitor and your potential buyers or your downline. So it's important that you do it on your own page. Number two, you won't lose your leads. I've seen this happen again and again. When you send traffic to a replicated website, they somehow get distracted or somebody starts a conversation and they basically attract people to themselves and they end up buying from them because, well, they had that opportunity to stray away from where you wanted them to be. Number three, prevent distraction. So if you send people to YouTube Hangout or a Google Plus Hangout and it's on those websites, right, YouTube or Google, you know that there are other videos, there are other posters, there are other things that distract people. Well, if you send them to your own page, you automatically eliminate all those things when they stay focused on your video and on your page only, or at least to the degree that you can control it, of course. Number four, you fully control the conversation. Why is this important? If it's your page, you're the moderator of the comment section, and I've listed here as in the comment section. You can actually block people who are not behaving correctly, or you can instead encourage people to talk, and you can do whatever you want in the conversation section. You can moderate certain posts, right? You can change the comments actually if you feel like they're inappropriate, or you can do a lot of things that normally you can't if you're just watching this Hangout somewhere else. And number five, which is related to number four, but you have unlimited engagement with your people. Now what does that mean? Well, if you've been on a replicated Hangout pages, you know that sometimes certain people, they literally take over the conversation, right? They talk so much, they answer all the questions, they engage with people, and you see that there's one dominating figure on that comment section. And that could be a bad thing. Now, sometimes leaders tell people to, hey, please slow down. You know, keep in mind this is everybody's hangout. You're not the only one on here, and we have 5-6 leaders sending, or 10 or 20 leaders sending their people to this page. So it needs to be balanced. Now, when it's your page, you can do whatever you want. You can comment, you can invite people to click your links, you can actually post your affiliate links. Why? Because this is your page. If you're doing that on a replicated page, you're going to get your hand slapped because you can't post links, you can't do anything else because this is a company's website, right? Or this is a team's Hangout page, not your personal. Well, with your personal one, you can do whatever you want. You can follow up with people for, you know, endless times, right? You can, even after the Hangout is done, you can go back and comment and answer questions and invite people to call you or do whatever you want. You fully control the conversation. So these are the 5 things that I could come up with right away that I think are crucially important, and these are the reasons why you must have your own Hangout page. Now, you may agree with all of that and you say, Dan, I understand, I get it, but it's complicated. I'm not a programmer, I don't know how to do that. Well, that's exactly why you're on this page, alright? So let me go over and show you how this simple Hangout plugin can make life a whole lot easier for you. Alright, so instead of going through the features list, let me actually go to the back office of the plugin and show you what it does. So on this main page where I am right now, you could see that if I refresh the page, it starts a video automatically based on the settings that I've set up in the back office. And I just have this basic video saved right now. But let me go over a few things that are crucially important and that make this plugin a very special plugin. What you can do, besides just embedding a video, right now what you have is just simple video. So if you wanted to host a video, well, maybe we can do that real quick. All you need to do, so this is a video of Bugs Bunny, right? So let me show Control and save. So this is the video. Now if I go to YouTube, I just want to show you how simple it is to embed a video. If you want to grab any video, right? So let's just pick a video. Let's just say I want that video. All you need to do to embed a simple video is click on share and then embed. You see this embed code. Just copy that entire embed code. Go to the back office and in the video ID section, just paste that. Right? Click preview and there's your video. All you have to do now is click save changes. Now of course you'd have to put in your password, but I've disabled that for now just so we can get through this quickly. And if you refresh the page, now the new video is there and it's loading as expected. Alright, so that's the basic setting. You can embed any video you want. Now, what is a lot more important than just putting the video on the page is actually doing Google Hangouts, right? Which is live streaming. Well, how do you get the video ID of a live stream if it hasn't started yet? Well, here's how. If you wanted to do a live stream of a video of a Hangout, all you need to grab is the YouTube channel name. So in the back office here, under video settings, you have link YouTube channel option, yes or no. If you say yes, you need to grab the channel ID. Now, I was playing around with the with different Hangouts, and I have MTV saved. I don't know if they have a live stream right now or not. So let's go to Google Plus, Google Hangouts on Air, and let's just pick one, right? So let's just find one that is active right now. So which one should we pick? English speaking plus writing. All right, so let's pick that for the test's sake. So if I go to that YouTube video on actual YouTube website, I see that they are live right now. I need to grab the channel name. So if I put my mouse over the name of that channel and actually click on it, in the address bar you could see channel / and then a long name. Right? This is not very descriptive, kind of hard to understand what it is, but usually people have their name or some kind of special name here. But I'm just gonna grab that whole thing, right? That doesn't really matter for our demonstration. MTV is definitely an easier name to remember. But if I was to just paste that channel ID in and click preview, let's see if we actually get the video. I click play. And yes, that was the correct ID. Now I have my live channel. So, what did we just do? We grabbed a channel of a person who's hosting a live hangout. All I have to do is save changes. And now, let's make sure I have my video turned on automatically playing. So I have autoplay on. Let's show or hide controls so that people don't get distracted with volume and all of that. Now, here's my main page. Let's refresh the page. And as you can see, the video automatically starts. It picks up exactly where the Hangout is right now at the moment. Alright, I'm going to pause that. So, what happens next time? Well, next time when you start a live Hangout, or this person starts a live Hangout, it is automatically on your page. You don't have to change anything else. Once you save the channel ID, whether it's yours or someone else's, as soon as there's a live stream, based on this setting, your page will display that live stream automatically. So, if you're doing Hangouts yourself, you no longer have to go back and forth and embed codes of live streams. All you have to do is go to Google Plus and start your Hangout. and your page, if it's using the Simple Hangout plugin, will automatically host your live stream for your people to watch. And that's a beautiful thing. It basically eliminates a lot of running back and forth, no more HTML code embedding, saving, troubleshooting why it's not working. As long as your channel is linked, you know you're good to go. Alright, and that is the most important feature of this plugin. It makes your life so much more easier. Now, what if you are not the one hosting the Hangouts, right? What if you simply want to host your leader's Hangout? Well, you can do that. This channel does not have to be yours. This could be someone else's altogether. As you can see, I just picked a random channel, right? So this could be your leader's channel, right? If they have Hangouts going and you just want to invite your people from your list to the Hangout, invite them to your own page, but let your leader do the Hangout. All you have to do is put their channel ID here, right? And you're all set. Alright, so another feature which is very important for this plugin is the timer configuration. Now, what is this? Well, you can now enable timer. So if you say yes, I want to enable timer, you can now choose a date and time. Normally what you would see is people end up on the page and it says, hey, join us live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, refresh the page, right? And there's just a picture sitting there. Well, instead of that, you can actually specify the same message if you want to, but you can put a nice timer, which is a lot more engaging. People get excited, they see numbers ticking, the time is running out, they want to get ready, and it's a lot more pleasant to see that versus a static picture. So if today is the 16th, let's say right now it's 2:50 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna say 2:52, right, for example. And besides the time, you can actually choose the look and feel of the timer. You can have several styles to choose from: black or white, color, reflection, yes or no. If you want to show days, hours, minutes, let's just say I want to show hours only. I don't care for days because it's today, right? So let's just click a preview and see what that looks like. And that's what my timer looks like, right? It says join us live at 6 p.m. Eastern. And you can change your message. You can say, hey guys, you know, whatever you want to say. Click preview, and there is your this is what your message would look like, and have your timer. Now with your timer, you can move it up and down. You can change the width, and you can play around with this if you like. But basically, this timer can get bigger if you wanted to. You can move it up and down, away from the message. If you have 3-line message, for example, if you have hey guys, and then you can actually put an HTML break code in here. If you click save or preview, you will see it breaks the line. Now you have a 2-line message, and you can lower the timer by just simply increasing the top margin for this timer. We'll click preview. Oops. We now see that it's much lower in the video frame. Alright, so you can do that. Again, don't want to spend too much time on this, but I think you get the point. So when we do that, let's go ahead and save changes. We have 26 seconds left. So let's make sure we have our timer on, we have autoplay on. Let's save the changes. Alright, in the back office you can preview the timer and the video that's going to play when the timer hits 0. So let's go to the main page and let's refresh this. Let's say my people are now waiting and they see my custom message, which you can change whenever you want to. They see the timer ticking. As soon as the time hits 0, the video starts automatically, picks up exactly where you are in the Hangout. Alright? It's that simple. No refreshing is required. They don't need to do anything else. They simply watch the timer. As soon as it's done, the video starts. Beautiful, right? And it's very simple to set up. I mean, in order for you to get this done, you can see how simple it is. You just configure it, click preview, see what it looks like. Here's what your timer is going to look like. Here's what your video is going to look like. Do you like it? Yes, I do. Put in your password, click save, and you're done. Alright, one more section that I think is worth going over is the comments. As you can see right now, there are no comments. How do you add them? Very simply. Click yes, I want to enable comments. Click this ID or this link to get your site ID. If I'm installing this for you, I will get this for you completed. Very simple. You just log in, add your URL to the domain, you get the site number, you just put it in here, click Save Changes. That's it. Now, in the preview, you can see there are your comments. Now, if you want them for every Hangout, you can leave them there. If you want to remove them for today, but leave them again next week, you can do that as well. All you have to do is change the setting from yes or no, right? So on the main page, you can now see I have comments right below the video. Alright, so I hope this makes sense. Very simple to use, alright? Very, very, very simple. Now, time configuration, again, we can play around more, but we don't need to. Video setting. Let me actually show you one more thing that's very important. Now, what if you want your people to be on a Hangout, but when they come back, if you just have your channel saved, right? Let's just say we don't want autoplay. We want to save. When people come back to your page after the Hangout is done, what they will see is they will see the last, make sure we have autoplay turned off, and refresh this. It's Google Hangout. It starts automatically because we're live. That's why it's not working. It's smarter than I am. It says, hey, this is a live Hangout. We have to autoplay it. So that's good. Anyway, what would happen is if, for example, I had my channel ID linked, right, but there wasn't a live Hangout. Well, this way, the plugin will show them the very last video from your channel, right? So if I was to show, let's just say there's my one of my channels, YouTuber Dan. So if I save that, there's a last video on my channel. So if people come to my channel, or on my plugin page, they will see the last video saved. Now, this last video could be my Hangout, or it could be somewhere else, right? What if I uploaded my kids playing on the front yard, and I don't want them to be on my Hangout page? Well, what the good thing is, you can now utilize YouTube playlist. So you can say, I want to use YouTube playlist, and put the playlist ID in this box right here. And I've created this simple playlist just for demo purpose. And what it does is it basically loads your Hangouts in the video on the front page. So if you have 4 or 5 Hangouts, wouldn't you rather have people watch through those instead of just the very last one that you loaded? Absolutely, right? So if you have your playlist configured correctly, you would say, okay, I'll go back to the back office of YouTube, I'll create a new playlist, and I only add my YouTube Hangouts in there, or my on-air Hangouts, and that these are the only videos that are on that list. You would do that. You would simply put them in that list, save this list here, and then let me show you what's going to happen. When you click Save Changes, you go back to and you can see right there, but if you go to the main page and refresh, well, now you can see that there's a new playlist option. If people click it, they have all your Hangouts available for them to see, and that's a beautiful thing. As you can see, my video is now gone, the last one with the blue background, and now my playlist is loaded. So if people have time, if they can consume more videos, why not give it all to them, right? Of course you would. Let them watch as much as they want to, engage as much as they want to, and get to know you that much better, or get all the information they need. So now you can use this playlist where before this was not available. So I hope you find this feature very useful. One more thing I want to indicate, this playlist can be yours, this channel can be someone else's. As you can see, these do not have to be linked together, right? You can use your sponsors channel, but utilize your own playlist. In your YouTube channel, you can create a playlist of whatever videos you want, whether it's the ones created by you or created by somebody else. You can create a list just by inserting URLs of the videos you like to be in that list. So these do not have to be linked together. This could be completely separate entities, right? List could be yours or your sponsors if they share the ID with you. The channel could be yours or your sponsors. But you have to use the channel in order to utilize the list. Alright, and of course, like I said in the beginning, you can also just use a video. If you just want one plain video, just save the ID, click Save Changes, and there you have it. There's just your video there, and that's it. There's nothing else on there besides that video. Now, what else is important, and I'll wrap it up. So let's quickly go over and see if I've missed any important features of the plugin. So, besides the main points why you need to have it, let me see if I missed anything. So, YouTube channel, yes, you can link that. You can utilize timer. I'm going to quickly go through features, make sure I haven't missed anything. You can control the controls in the video, right? You can autoplay, show controls or hide them. You can show custom message. You can link or use a playlist, very, very important. You can embed a simple video without linking to channel. You can change the size of the video, height and width. You can do comments, and again, what else is so important? Well, you no longer have to do HTML code, right? You don't have to mess with embed codes. You don't have to run to your FTP program as soon as you start a Hangout and go embed. If you used to do that, you know how that goes, right? You no longer have to do that. You don't have to have a programmer to every time launch your Hangout. You can now do it all by yourself from the back office of the plugin. Somebody asked me, does it work on Mac and PC? And yes, it does. It works on both. How do you get this? Well, I will install this for you, right? It's very simple. You just tell me where you want this Hangout, and I will do the installation for you free of charge. Now, here's a very important feature. If you are serious about this plugin, if you're serious about making that step up in your Hangouts, well, first of all, I hope you see that you have to have the plugin to make your life a whole lot easier. And you can actually get a free copy of it and play around with it before you purchase. I want you to be absolutely certain this is what you want. So what I'm going to do, if you can contact me, just click this link below the key here. Click this link, connect with me on Facebook and say, Dan, I want a free copy to play around with. I will actually set up a free copy for you. I'll get you your own password. You can use this fully featured plugin on my website as if it was yours. Right? You can play around, you can start demo or test Hangouts, see exactly how it works, get to know the plugin, and if you're happy with it, then you buy your own copy, and I'll set it up for you on your hosting. Again, as you can see here, originally I was planning on selling it for $297, and it's worth a whole lot more than that. I mean, it took literally thousands of dollars in development time if you were to pay a qualified programmer to get this done. But today, you can get it for one simple price of $97, and I think that's a killer deal with understanding of where this plugin can get you. So again, I hope this makes sense. Take a look at what you get. If you are considering getting this plugin, let me know if you want a copy to work with, or if you have any questions, and I will be glad to answer all of them. Alright guys, again, I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll be glad to connect with you, and most importantly, I'm glad to share the copy of this plugin with you and take your game up a notch, and definitely allow you to prevent your Hangouts like a pro, because now you can, and you can do it very easily with a simple Hangout plugin. Alright, make it a great day, and I'll talk to you later.